My name is Esther Costandimas. Koma Hada Salty, please. And today, this video is for people who are wondering why God is still using people who have caused them pain. Yes. So, ending last year, I went for a program, and then, because of the ministration, one of the ministers came. I happened to know the person, came and was ministering, and then this person has been somebody who I would say at that moment, at that period of my life, was we're not in good terms. So I was trying to heal from some of the stuff that happened. So when the person was ministering, I was like, is it this person that will come and then be ministering? If you see me, you wouldn't even know that okay, this is what is going on. But then in my heart, I was really battling with either surrendering, worshiping God, or being critical. But then I turned around, I saw people around me were lost in worship. Like the people who were in church that particular period of time, that particular moment, were lost in worship. They were praying, they were worshiping God because the man of God, the minister, was leading them in worship. But then here am I trying to even admit that this person is a vessel of God. I decided within me that I wasn't going to just look at him but then look at Jesus. Just put my focus on Jesus. It was something I had to do intentional. I had to hold captive those memories. I had to hold captive those thoughts and then just put them aside and then just focus on Jesus. And I would say I was really blessed. So when I left the meeting, I came back to school. I was writing down the prophecies, the instructions I'd received from God, and then I remember the incident that happened, and then what came to my head, I want to believe it was just the Holy Spirit, was that the fact that they hurt you and you don't like them or hate them does not automatically make them enemies of God. In fact, Jesus will say, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. So you see, people will hurt you, church people will hurt you yourself, you will hurt people. But then in situations like this is when we know that we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. There's an enemy behind all of these things. God's intent concerning love, according to Watch My Name, is that we love with the love of God. And then we should not love because this person deserves to be loved, but to love with the love of God. We were created in the image and likeness of God, right? So we're supposed to act the same way God would do. The most difficult thing, I would say, and for me at that period of time, was loving people from the way God. It wasn't just because of that incident that happened to me, but there were other incidents that time in my life. I don't even know why. But then seeing people from the lens at which God sees them, if it will make you live a matured life. It will make you live a life of mercy. It will make you live a life of not being judgmental. So I'm urging you today, let go of that past. As we normally say, let go and let God. Ask God to help you. Of course, God is still Rapha. He does not just heal cancer, headache, He also heals the soul. He's the bishop of our soul. So He can also heal our soul. So let go of the pain. Let go of don't deprive yourself of blessings that will come from this vessel just because they've hurt you, just because they've done something wrong to you. But rather see God in all of these things. See God in, just focus on Jesus. If only you can just focus on Jesus, I tell you, all of these things would not really be a problem. And then one of the effects of these things is that it will make bitterness find root in your heart. And Hebrews will tell us that once this bitterness find root in our heart, we become defiled. So you see, the other person is there doing God's work. The other person is there doing the will of God. Maybe the person doesn't even know that, oh, I did something wrong to this person. Oh, this person is actually hurting from what I've done to that person. And then you're the one who is now defiled. Your worship is no longer acceptable. Your praise is no longer acceptable. Your offering is no longer acceptable. That's like 2-0. So let's go and let God. Bye.